Happy Monday, everybody. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Today's learning targets are that we can alphabetize spelling words. You can read words with the schwa sound and a digraph. And I can read the story The King's Ghost. So, the spelling list for this week, which again, you're not going to be tested on, but you will practice alphabetizing them, have the E sound. So that IE phonogram that says E. So these are the words: field, thief, relief, movie, babies, peace, ladies, grief, niece, kitties, shield, achieve, yield, cookies, and water, which is kind of the oddball out. We have been practicing all year how to put words in alphabetic order. So when we do this, remember, we always have to match the first letter of the word to the alphabet, like what we have to the left-hand side of the screen. So one way you can do that is by singing the alphabet song in your head. I even do that now when I am alphabetizing. So go ahead and sing the alphabet song in your head to help you with alphabetizing. Or, like I said before, you can always write the alphabet down on a piece of paper. That helps me. That could help you too when you're alphabetizing. So remember, it's easier to find certain materials when they're in alphabetic order. For example, DVDs in a store are alphabetic order by title, and books in a bookstore are they're alphabetic order also by author. Today, we're going to focus on 3 spellings for that schwa sound. So we have the like it, or ols, and like stressful. And you know that because you see stress, and then you have the full at the end. And so the UL is saying ol. Help, full, helpful. These words have suffixes. So a suffix is an ending that is added to the end of a word to change the word. So we all know what stress is. Even right now, we may be stressed because of not going to school or having to do so much online, right? Or having to do things a lot on our own. When you add this FUL suffix to the back of a word, it means you're full of stress. So we could say that this situation is stressful. We can say that hopefully our teachers are being helpful or full of help. Cheerful. Hopefully seeing some of your teachers or hearing some of your teacher's voice makes you a little more cheerful. Wonderful. Tactful. Now we have this AL sound, which makes it animal. Principal. Typical. Normal. Practical. Signal. Now we have the IL. Whoops, I'm going too fast. Pencil. Evil. April. Devil. Fossil. Nostril, like your nose. So we are going to read The King's Ghost today. The last story we read was the boat trip, and what was sneaking up on the king's boat when no one was looking. Someone remember? It was a pirate ship. A pirate ship was sneaking up on the king's boat. Today's story is about Sir Gus and the knights facing the pirates. We need to know what ghost is. This is a tricky word that will appear in today's story, and that GH is actually just going to sound like a G. So it's almost like the H is silent. Another tricky word that will appear in today's story is again. So let's look at some of the other words. We have chief, shield, relief, evil, medal. This is talking about like you could win a medal. Helpful, vengeful, nautical. Vengeful is when you are trying to get revenge. Nautical has anything to do with like the sea and water. Carry and carries. We have chief, which is usually someone who's in charge. Vengeful, which we already talked about. Nautical, having to do with like sailing in the water. Died down means that something was really busy, but then maybe people went home, so it kind of died down. It's not as busy. Wisdom. We all know some people who are full of wisdom, right? Having a lot of knowledge in their heads. You guys are full of wisdom. So when we read today's story, I want you guys to just kind of think about what questions would you want to ask? Or if you had a partner, what questions would you ask them to see if they were paying attention? So here we go. The King's Ghost. Arr! Do as we say or die, came the sound of a large booming voice from somewhere on the water. King Alfred and 11 of his knights jumped with fright. They had all tried to sail the boat in the stormy waves and the strong winds. They looked up to see a pirate ship flying a black flag. The pirate ship had sailed up next to the king's boat. The king and the 11 knights were not prepared to fight. The knights did not have their swords or shields with them. Here they go. Which do you think is the pirate ship? And how do you know? Do you think the pirate ship is the one that has this little flag up here? And does it look like a nice night outside? There's lightning here, so maybe it's storming. I will count to 10, shouted the pirate chief. If you do not hand over the king and this boat by then, we will attack. We do not care to harm you, but if we must, then we must. The pirate chief began to count. 1, 2, he hesitated. Pirates aren't good at math. 3, came a voice from below. It was Sir Gus, who was laying down below the deck, and he was feeling very ill. Sir Gus was so ill that he had no idea what was happening. The strong winds had kept him from hearing what the pirate chief had said, and all he could make out was the sound of someone counting. Thank you, said the pirate chief, and then went on counting. 7, 8, 9, ugh, ooh, came a loud and scary sound from the inside King Alfred's boat. Dun dun dun. Ooh, ooh. What is that hideous sound? Yelled the pirate. It is the ghost of our last king, and it protects our ship, replied Sir Tom. Sir Tom was well aware that, in fact, the hideous sound was coming from Sir Gus, who was feeling very sick indeed, but he was hoping to scare the pirates away with a ghost story. Ooh, came the sound again. If you harm the king, Sir Tom shouted, you will be haunted by this evil, vengeful ghost. I will count to 10, and you had better go away, you thief. The ghost would rather not harm you, but if it must, then it must. Pirates are very afraid of ghosts, and so within seconds the pirate ship began to sail away. Not long after the clouds cleared and the waves died down, Sir Gus felt some relief and came limping back up the deck. Well done, Sir Gus, said the king. You scared those evil pirates away by pretending to be a ghost. I did, said Sir Gus, still looking rather green in the face. Why, yes, said the king. Such a clever and helpful trick. How can I ever repay you for your wisdom and bravery? Perhaps I should award you a medal. Your Majesty, said King Gus. Sorry, Your Majesty, said Sir Gus, the payment of all would be if you would order the captain to sail this boat back to land. I find the nautical life not agreeing with me. And with that, the king's boat sailed for home. If you have ever played in a sport, you probably have got like some type of a medal to show that you did something, right? So the king wanted to give him a medal, but did Sir Gus want to take it? So there they are. Look, he's still kind of looking a little bit green in the face. He's right over here. So he's probably still kind of feeling nauseous or sick to his stomach. So why do you think the knights don't have their weapons with them? Why do you think the knights don't have their weapons with them? What do the pirates demand? What do the pirates demand? Probably the king in the boat, right? Remember? According to the story, what skill are pirates not good at doing? The pirates are not good at doing math, right? Remember that? Because he was counting 1, 2, and then he paused, and then Sir Gus had to help him with 3. Do the pirates take the king? The pirates do not take the king. The pirates believe there is a ghost on the ship. What is really making the noise? Remember, Sir Gus is seasick down below, and he is the one that's making the noise. Who is Sir Tom? Remember, Sir Tom is a knight on the ship, and he's part of the king's knights, right? What adjectives would you use to describe Sir Tom? And what sentence from the story show what you mean? Remember, an adjective is a word that can describe a noun. So the noun would be Sir Tom. What could we describe Sir Tom as? Well, I have an example. I would say that Sir Tom is clever because he heard Sir Gus in the background making that noise. He was quite kind of quick to think, well, maybe I can make it sound like he's a ghost. So he was clever and he said that the sounds that Sir Gus were making was a ghost sound. So today you are going to be able to alphabetize your spelling words. We read some words with the schwa sound and the L at the end, the digraph, and we read the King's Ghost. So I'm going to show you what worksheets you're going to find attached to this lesson. The first one is just a list of the words, your spelling words. This page, you are going to alphabetize the words. So they broke it up into 2 groups, and you're going to alphabetize the words in this box right here, in this column, and this box in this column. And again, over to the left-hand side, you can put the alphabet down if you need that to help you, or you can just go ahead and sing it in your head to help you with alphabetizing. This is a sound sort. So it says sort the words by spelling. Write the words that have the UL ending under useful. Write the words that have the AL ending under metal. And then write the words that have the IL ending under April. So you're just going to sort the words in this word box. I also put the story for you so you can go back and look at it, or you can go back and rewind this video and you can listen to me read it to you again. So here's the story. And you'll have a couple of questions that you are going to have to answer. Remember to write in complete sentences. So for example, the first one says, what made King Alfred and his knights jump with fright? So what you could say is, King Alfred and his knights jump with fright because, and then whatever your answer is. Why couldn't the king and his knights defend themselves? The king and his knights couldn't defend themselves because, and so on. This question says, what did the pirates say would happen if the king and his boat were not handed over? Who did the pirates think was making the loud, scary sound? Do you think you would have been fooled by Sir Tom's trick? Why or why not? Who do you think should have gotten credit for saving the day and why? And boys and girls, that's all I have for you today. I will have another lesson up tomorrow. You guys are doing a wonderful job. I know that this is very difficult and I know that it's not the best situation, but we're making the most of it and we're still learning, which is the most important thing. Just know that your teachers love you all. We miss you all. We think you guys are doing an absolutely fabulous job, and we are so very proud of each and every single one of you. We hope you have a wonderful day, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.